Aries, born March 21st to April 19th, what can you expect for the month of June 2018? Let's tune in and find out. So for Aries, some of you may have, are just kind of waking up from, from some difficult stuff. Maybe this last year was really hard on you. You've lost some friends, or you've been dealing with illness, or, maybe you've lost a beloved pet. But I feel like this weight is finally like opening up and lifting from you. And you're finally like, okay, ready to move forward, ready to be eager about what life has to share with you. It could be that you've just come out of an illness, but I'm finally feeling like, okay, now I'm ready again. So you're standing at this doorway of being able to see the world. And for some of you, it might be like, oh, I don't know which way to go. The good news is in June, there's a lot of clarity and a lot of sensitivity and practicality, things that you need to have in your life, like work and career and commitment and self-confidence. I feel like they're all coming up to you this month. Like, yes, boom, 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 boom. This is what I need. It's on time. So I just feel like the universe is finally delivering like one thing after the other of good things that you can use that remind you of like, yes, I have everything that I need to move forward. So there's just a lot of affirmations coming in the first week about your gifts, your skills, guidance and direction. Some of you may not even be asking, and doors are just opening. So, and some of it is revolutionary, like, wow, I had no idea I had this ability, or geez, like somebody sees that in me and offered me to go do X, Y, Z. So some of these things may be out of the blue where you just picked up and dropped over here, right? Like, oh, I need you over here. And the universe just moves heaven and earth to offer you great opportunities. For some of you, it might be travel. It might be going someplace in the world that you always wanted to go, and suddenly the opportunity shows itself. So I feel like these, doesn't feel small. It feels like big opportunities showing up for Aries. Nice. Okay, so let's look at committed romance. For those of you that are in a committed romantic relationship, let's see what's in store for you for June. Well, I feel like right away, patience. I feel like you're given the patience to deal with your partner. I also feel like you're given the time. Like there feels like this grace of the two of you being able to be together, to spend time together. I feel like, maybe they have recovered from whatever it is, whether they lost their job or, their self-confidence or their self-esteem, or maybe they had a loved one. Because it feels like there's this duality that's happened between you and your partner that you've gone through together. So this heartache that's kind of being worked out now feels like there's this new beautiful union of compassion with one another and love for one another. So I definitely feel like June is an opportunity to bring things full circle, back in love and back into, let's do some fun things, like getting back out and doing fun things, like having a good time and remembering what it's like to laugh and just enjoy each other's company. So I definitely feel like there's a rebooting that happens with your personal relationship and an enjoyment of that. Okay, and if you're single, Aries, what's in store for you? Well, it's really easy for you to be the life of the party. And I do feel, though, that you are wanting to be a little bit different in the world. So where in the past maybe you would have, really used your environment, to make people laugh, or I feel like there's a subtle shift this month where there's more of an ease and an ease within you. And that ease within you of not having to try so hard, that ease within you brings more people into your environment and makes you more compatible and more realistic and more fun, right? So sometimes just the efforting of having to give so much or be something for somebody else gets in the way. And I see that this month, there's none of that effort. You're just naturally charismatic. You're naturally easy to be around. And I feel like that draws people in, and I feel like it draws in new relationships for you. Especially towards the end of the month, there is a full moon, June 28th in Capricorn. So I feel like right before that, like around the 15th, The 13th, the 15th, there's a new moon. There's a new moon in Gemini on June 13th, and then it feels like around that 15th, between that 13th and the 20th, that week in there, definitely feels like a good week to meet people, to get out and network, to have some fun, just to be at ease with yourself. And it's funny, I just see you like really meeting somebody and enjoying yourself and having it be easy and effortless, and it doesn't take a lot of energy. So just kind of a melting of the hearts. Okay, let's look at your money and career for Aries. So, you know, you have such great vision for yourself and knowing what you want. And I just see you hitting the target, you know, whatever it is you want, like just being able to go for it, you know, really hone in on it. And there's nothing stopping you. So all that requires is for you to show up and go for it. And then I just see you getting it. So look and see what it is that you want to do. This is the only thing that you're really required to do is to ask specifically, what is it that I want? What is it I'm trying to create? Who do I need to help me? What do I have to do? What's it involve? And then doing it. So it's kind of like just going through that exercise of deciding what you want, laying out the plan, and then going for it. And it feels very easy, very systematic. And I just feel like it's like, wow, that was a little too easy. I got this money and now what, right? So I just feel like there's a little, almost like a shock of how easy it came in and how quickly it came to you. So if you start early in the month, you may be able to repeat this a couple of times so you could really have a big influx of money in your life this month, as well as a projection of your career really being where you want to go. Because what happens is Mars is going to go retrograde June 26th through August 27th, and now you don't have that. None of us will have that planet projecting or pushing us forward anymore. So it's kind of like all the thrust has to come from early June with Mars, and then when it goes retrograde, you know, wherever we're at, we're just kind of like on our own, right? Until Mars picks up the action again, because Mars is that fiery planet that moves us, that propels us, that creates that desire in us to get things done. So, you know, on the upside too, we may have a calmer, quieter summer to be able to relax and just take care of ourselves. So it's either way, it's not bad. Let's look at your health, Aries, and see what's in store for you for this month. Your feet are coming up, so wanting you to pay attention to your toes, you know, especially you know, around that, right before that new moon in Gemini, like around the 10th, the 11th, just pay attention to your toes. Having, you know, if you're going to go hiking, wear closed-toed shoes. If you're going to go shopping at the mall, you know, if you're going to, you know, an amusement park, you know, wear tennis shoes, wear things where people won't step on your toes, or you won't hit them against steel or stub them on a rock, right? You know, just kind of think a little bit and protect the toes, especially around that June 10th period. Not sure what's going up in the universe around that time, but just showing me that date in particular of wanting to protect your toes. Okay, anything else? Yeah, this is, you know, Aries, you guys are so used to fighting for what you have to get. And I feel like this month, there's no fight. It's just like, ask and you shall receive. It just feels like it's a really easy energy, kind of like, oh, put my hand up and I get it. So it's just it's an easier energy, and you still have to ask, you still have to go through the motion, but I don't feel the fight. I don't feel the thrust to have to make it happen. It's more like, okay, I'm going to do it, and it happens. So simplified ease, grace, and receiving. Really nice. All right, Aries, have a wonderful month. I hope you like my intuitive astrology. If you do, please click like, share it with your friends, comment below, and have a great June, and I look forward to seeing you again next month.